Hello, hello. It's Camaro Bruce with another edition of Head-to-Head Track Motorcycles. This weekend we went to Heartland Park, 2.5-mile road course with some extremely hot temperatures. The bikes both ran very cool, regular temperature. It was just the riders who had to watch themselves. This time I took a 2007 Yamaha R1, which is completely stock. From the exhaust to brakes, everything is stock on it, which means it performs extremely well. The R1 in 2007 was one of the top bikes for road course bikes. It really has very usable power. It's 409 pounds wet, meaning that it has all the gas, oil, coolant in it. So it's very nimble and agile. We did really well on this bike. It was a lot of fun to drive and able to put it anywhere she wanted on the track. Whereas the 2011 Ninja ZX10R has had some work on it. We put the Dunlap Q3 tires. The bike has about 8,000 miles. So I did a chain and sprocket update, and we went from a 17 to a 16 in the front and a 41 to a 43 in the back. With me probably suited, weighing over 250 pounds, the extra low gearing worked out really well, and it still had great top end without having to shift to fifth gear on the long straightaway. So we also did an ECU flash on this bike, changed the clutch, and it has a full exhaust on it. We'll see that when we get around to the other side. But yes, both bikes worked really well. You know, the Ninja having a little bit of advantage in the power. So crank horse is stated at 195 horse, which usually means wheel horsepower. Clocks in at 160. So add 15 to 20 horsepower with the ECU, roughly around 180, whereas this would have probably be coming in at about 155, 160 wheel horse at best, but very usable, still very fast bikes, a joy to ride. I'll walk around to the front of them, or other side I should say. Bike's in very good condition. I think it has about 6,000 miles on it. And yeah, just a pleasure to drive. So with the 2011 Ninja, we went with the Works exhaust. So with it's called like a 3/4 pipe, but with this year Kawasaki, when you take the catalytic converter, which is probably about 15 pounds, from there up to the front, it leaves it into just a straight pipe bike, which is good. And I believe they use stainless or titanium on it. This bike has what you call a KIBS system. It has something to do with its ABS braking system, which is tied into the ECU, which works really well. They're not brakes like would be on the BMW S1000 RR, but they work very adequate. We're only using the brakes in 3 or 4 places on the track and not really hard. So yeah, head to head, the Ninja would have a little advantage in power, and I would say that the Yamaha is a little more nimble easier to maneuver around. Now, with that being said, I'm a novice entering intermediate, so my riding experience is for that level. We also took the 2005 Ninja 636, another really capable bike. Lagged a little bit in the braking. You have to be a little cautious if you're going down a couple of the back straightaways, which approach 120 miles an hour. You'll definitely want to let up a little bit early and brake a little bit early. I don't trust them 100%. So, good thing since my last video is the shop is now operational. We got a couple of handy lifts which work really well. Working on getting a little more bench space, and got a few things to still put away. Paint some doors. Got the Suzuki row all together for a change, and the nice thing is for the floor, I took an old Suzuki and just ground up and sprinkled it in the floor, so it has like blue Suzuki chips to it. Anyway, that's it for this rendition. Hope you enjoy the videos. I will put some clips of riding the ZX10 and the Yamaha R1, and a friend of mine, James, also allowed me to ride his 2018 Yamaha R6, which was a pretty incredible bike to ride. I had a great experience on it as well. Thanks for watching.